You know who I am? Let us record great deeds this day and give these Urki scum a right royal hammering!
Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 20 of our Grombrindal Immortal campaign. In today's episode, we are back with a rumble in the Under Empires. The Norskins were lured into an ambush. Well, they don't know it's an ambush, but we do. We've got breaker cannons set up all out on this front area here. There's a bit of a choke point with this statue falling over. We've got long drongs, Slayer pirates waiting to stop any kind of nonsense with their multicolored pants. Let's get the battle going. And then we'll swing on back, grab our other artillery teams, scoot them up just a bit there. We'll have you guys switch over to your canister shot as well, and then have the engineer moving up. That was a lot of shot just heading their way, wasn't it? Whole bunch of gigantic stone shotguns, or at least, they're just giant shotguns, more or less. There's no stone there. Alright, this is the one on the right side there. We'll have you start blasting away at these Marauder Horsemen. You start blasting away at these Marauder Horsemen. That is hilariously horrifying for the enemy there. They're moving in. And shotgun blast. We don't even have to give them targets. They're going to throw some axes at long drongs who are going to respond. There you go, they're going to respond in kind. Whole bunch of baddies. We've got all of the projectiles. The canister shot's gonna get real nasty when they get a little bit closer, but I mean, for now, things are working out. They don't want to get closer than they currently are, but dirtling back and forth is not the way. They need to move in quickly. I don't think they're gonna have much chance, though. What do you do against this? They're moving forward on the other side here, but the breaker cannons should be able to focus down these lines quite well. Let's just drop some rocks in this middle group here. Looks like they are going to make it into combat with our boys, unfortunately, so we will want to try to give it some better firing coordinates there, because the breaker cannons won't last long in an engagement. You deal with that group, you guys blast away at them. We're going to take some casualties, sadly. We can go ahead and get everyone in this group here. Extra melee attack. Get them all fighting. More melee attack. What is this group at? Can you double that one down? 52. Does it go up higher? 64. Yep. They are slaughtering through. And a victory. The speediest of Dawi. Took a bit of damage on the single breaker cannon there, which somehow has 14 entities instead of 6. Maybe it's because they're no longer on the mount. It is considered a construction instead of a normal cannon. But yeah, no, we've turned the underways into a killing field here. I'm going to keep hunting these poor fools down, and I'll catch y'all in a moment. And a pretty awesome victory there, showing off the true power of gunpowder and our canister shot breaker cannons. Each of them scoring over 100 kills, except for the one that got engaged by the Hmong general there. Excellent, though. Let's go ahead and drink to victory. Give ourselves some buffs. The living ancestor has kicked on off once more, and since none of these really change, I think Grungni's teachings is still the one we go for now. 20% extra research rate is really the most important one there for me. Nagaroth has been destroyed. How unfortunate. Please say that wasn't the sisters. Even worse. Okay, well, Alariel is going to be making her way into territory now. Orcaron, oh, it's just of special importance in general. Well, that's really unfortunate. She claimed over here, too. Okay. Well, L'Ariel is, unfortunately, hopefully we can make some friends with her. I'd rather her not have claimed these two territories. But I guess at the very least, she has these two. We could probably hand off the Circle of Destruction as well. It is a port settlement for us, but if we give that to them...
What matters do you wish to lay before the Everqueen?
We have no deals except for the trade agreement, and she does not like treaties with the Exiles of Nehek. Well, that actually works out for me. And we really don't want to be fighting with her just because she is rolling with the Heralds of Ariel and the rest of the High Elves, so we would be fighting a gigantic coalition. Let's offer to give you... Make sure we give you the proper one here. It was the Circle of Destruction, but I'm going to make for certain. Yep. You can have the Circle of Destruction, and we will take all of these pacts. And you'll give us money. It's a lot of money. Sounds good to me.
Serving the gods.
We can work towards the other alliances as well. Up to 75 total value. And then we can declare war on Katep again. Because I'm ready to claim back that some lost whoopings for what he has done. We do have the military access with her, so we can move through here without taking any penalties. We'll just start jumping.
Glory for the ancestors.
Probably should have gone in March, since that actually allows us to move further, but we will deal. With that new money, we'll go ahead and upgrade the Mines of Hoggrafe there. Just a bunch more gold and more resources. Honestly, a ton of resources. Bragareth Deep, that just gives us the exotic animal market. We already have those now. Let's upgrade Nagron to tier 4. Let's get the Grombrindal Forge going. Let's get some better walls in the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. And then we can hunt down Welch.
Burns bright.
It will be out on the field for this other one, though. We'll go ahead and grab the Route Marcher as well as Inspiring Presence to get that experience gain per turn.
Casting the runes.
For Cadron. Good old State Peak. We could give him either Grudge Raker or Deadeye. Grudge Raker gives him the double-barreled shotgun. Allows him to cause fear, have Vanguard deployment, so he can be kind of a tanky lad that defends the breaker cannons. Honestly, probably not a bad idea. However, Ballistics Calibration would allow us to jump up their accuracy and reload skill. He still gets... Does he get Vanguard deployment regardless or no? Interesting. So he gets Stalk, but not Vanguard. That's actually kind of a tough call, because Ballistics Calibration helps them out, but being able to Vanguard deploy also does. And the Grudge Raker would allow him to slow them down with that suppression ammo. Very tough call. Let's go for the shotgun. We can have the other one have a sniper. We've got two separate... I thought we had two. Yeah, we do. Here we go. Griswold here. Griswold's our other one. He can be our sniper.
Aye.
You, sir. I'd like to go ahead and give you the scouting ability as well as the Rune of Speed upgrade.
What do you want? I'll cast the
Death.
runes.
Death to the Norskins. This will give us a decisive victory. I think this would be a absolute smashing. See how it rates our breaker cannons. It knows. After seeing how they performed in the last battle there. We lost 51. We'll go ahead and drink to victory once more. Keep that buff going. Stone Mason. Excellent.
Armed and ready.
Cool. All right, let's keep him moving down the line then.
Setting off.
We actually don't go too far. Stay in friendly territory here, because that is the cutoff for the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. I have fallen for that many times. What do we want to add to this army here? I kind of don't think we want the Dwarf Warriors at all. We recruited them just so we had some extra troops to hold the line. I think we probably just want Thunderers or Mountaineers to go alongside our Breaker Cannon. Also, having the guys that have Vanguard deploy would be very nice for them as well. So having some Rangers. For now, we will recruit nobody. this army is actually kind of looking
Rune
pretty nasty as it is.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
We can upgrade our cannons, though. Thunderer right away.
Lord of Clan
Give you the
Morgan.
carry a big stick so you can get your Vanguard deploy. Good old Teddy. Let's go for damping to weaken everyone around. If they have any magic.
Hey, I'll see it done.
Norska does have access to magic, they just don't have any right now. The Famir Bale Fiends are going to be a mess. We'll finish off Blade Master there, get him up to 101, 105 rather, melee attack.
Master of
Making him a blend him up. Hi, Grombrindal.
You know who I am.
Who needs your wrath the most? Probably Haggrave.
Don't you fret.
Let's be
it's
honest.
done. One back.
Helibron and Princely over there on the other side. We are under siege. Valkia.
Be you mindless or foolhardy?
I never thought we'd see you join up with Slanesh. Or alas. You probably got bullied by Krakadrak.
I'll drain the pus.
Yes, he did exactly what we expected. Instead of doing any kind of replenishing that last turn, he actually managed to make us lose health. And the same thing's going to happen with Valkia here as well. It's going to be a mess, isn't it?
I will decapitate you.
I'm sure you will.
You will be sacrificed.
Okay, so if we give this one to auto-resolve, we lose all of our Longbeards as well as a couple of the ranged units. Valkia is a problem, but we do have the anti-large Thunderers. Let's get the charge defense versus large on our Thunderers here, who already have a bonus versus large, but I think she's going to try to fly over the top and charge right into some lads. Let's give them some extra help. Take a look at the terrain here. Good news is, I mean, I guess we are attacking them, so it makes it less positive. We have cannons to shoot at Valkia. They have lots of large targets to shoot at. Let's take the fight to them. Alright. The best thing for us being that Valkia is in March stance. So she's going to come in tired. We have this lovely wall of trees screening the enemy for them. Things are working out for them already.
For the ancestors!
Let's get cannons set up, I would say, in this little clearing of trees here. One of the only areas they can actually fire through. We can have the bombards up a little bit closer. Trying to lure Sigvald's forces in.
The clans unite!
The artillery team together, make sure they are not obstructing each other. That would be an unfortunate first shot there.
Ranging target! For the ancestor gods!
Kind of have it something more like that.
Ready to serve! Show us the target, Lord!
Hopefully still not obstructing. We may have to just pull those cannons up a little bit. We've got some awkward terrain here in the Dark Elf lands. Yeah, that may work. It may not. We will find out the hard way, though. Let's pull these other bombards back for now so I can figure out what I'm doing with the Quarreler squad.
Quarrelers!
Weak Quarrelers, I think we want to keep them in the middle. Taking any missile fire first.
Lord of vengeance!
We'll have these two on the other side, though. I want one unit kind of behind.
For the ancestor gods!
Those guys can get shot at first, but the other ones will be defending.
Find your targets!
More of a
For the
square.
High King!
Spread out just a bit.
Quarrelers!
Trees are a problem. We'll probably move them up, that way they're not fully obstructed by those trees there.
Demand blood!
Ulthar's Raiders, Mountaineers. Luckily, they do still have their caltrops, so we can drop those wherever we want.
Lord of vengeance!
These lads can hold the other end here.
Thunderers!
All of our missiles. Our Lord, who is looking really, really rough. Probably should have handed the health potion off to him before we started this fight up, but
For the
that's
ancestor
just wishful
gods!
thinking. infantrymen up front.
Longbeards.
Longbeards don't really belong here. Well, the Longbeards, the regular Dwarf warriors are real injured.
Reckoning. Longbeards.
All right, our only hope against Volkia is going to be our Thane. You need to stay way back in the back. Let's get this battle going. Let's drag this team forward.
Aye, all right.
Oh, I forgot to move the bombards. Well, that's fine. They can kind of roll up with the squad. They are all going to kind of pull back and wait for Volkia to show up. Not a very brave battle strategy, but probably a smart one. Hopefully the Thane should shrug some of that off, being of Dawi stock.
Thunderers. Aye, as you command.
So there, we'll have these Thunderers drop Caltrops. Probably up in that spot.
Thunderers.
You guys do the same up here.
For
Old Thars scoot up.
War of vengeance.
You guys pull over a little bit.
For the Karazanko.
Square formation a little bit more than you currently are. Here come those reinforcements. Let it begin. Caltrops down and pull those missile teams back.
We are relentless.
There's only 7 of you.
Down.
Don't get too brave.
Rage fast.
Probably really not a great place for Caltrops. Ouch. Fear Leech going on those Dwarf Warriors there. Casting spells from the back line there.
Cannon.
Scoot the cannons just up just enough to fire on those Swords of Chaos. You guys over to canister shot. Stay where you're at. I think they'd have to scoot up that far to shoot at them. You're in range now, right? There they go. I know there's trees in the way, but we may get lucky.
Yes, Lord.
Bring you over. We're going to need that debuff to injure Volkia as much as we can, and we want you back.
Moving out. Move now.
You guys getting any good shots? Shoot at someone. Whether they're hitting anything is yet to be seen. Swords of Chaos are doing lots of dodging. Let's not waste ammo.
Dawi, halt. Enough of these.
Unfortunately, they're doing a lot of holding. So let's keep... now we've got our Caltrops up. We've got a defensive position. We'll let them come to us. Let's have you fire on Volkia then. Maybe we can get lucky and hit these Knights of Immolation. Flying units seem to have a hard time dodging cannons. You guys way overshot. And then the damage came in afterwards, but a lag going there. Fine by me. Let's confuse them by firing on the Volkia there. Ooh, canister shot actually hitting the Knights of Immolation with those airburst shells.
They have wronged us. Yes, Lord.
Going back over to make sure no one else makes it in.
Unite.
You go ahead and give the debuff to Volkia there.
For the High King.
Everyone with a crossbow. Bring it on Volkia.
Fire on the foe.
We have you slow her down. Overcast it. You're gonna have to take a bit of damage there, bud.
Obey me. Attack the earth.
So those axes of Volkia. These doggos are trying to sneak all the way around. You go ahead and deal with that.
Let's start shooting. For the
You guys off of the mode you are on currently. Thane, give yourself some more health.
Give me vengeance.
Pull you back. None of the targets are... No one's able to hit Volkia. The cannonballs, I can see them plinking off of her.
Quarrelers.
I should have left them on guard mode. That was a mistake. They're going to take some damage and die there. Would help chase them away.
I am ready.
Volkia is doing battle with our Thane, who is doing incredible. Knights of Immolation are still alive at the moment. Hounds are gone. Get some extra arrows in on these boys here. I'm not sure where your best target is. Probably these Knights of Immolation. Spoilers are going to get chopped up, unfortunately. That's going to be the way. Got a bit more time on that one. I don't want anyone else really to engage with Valkia. I just want it to be the Thane. She's now got her back to him. Have all of our bows here deal with that. You guys stop firing. You're doing way more friendly fire than necessary.
Warriors! Vengeance! Pick your targets well!
You guys shoot a Valkia.
Yes! Sir! We are relentless!
We can drop down the... I thought we had the rune of... the nasty rune of nastiness. Still will just go down for the melee attack one. There go the Knights of Immolation. They found out that black powder hurts.
Yes!
Gonna deal with the Swords of Chaos. You guys back. No actual reason for you to be running to your death. Valkia is... looks like rampaging out. She's big angry. Which is unfortunate, because our Thane is bodying you. Well, he may have help. Fallen Valkyrie. I guess more than once, too, because she has joined up with Sigvald. Go ahead and drop this guy's abilities. Give him an axe. We're very glad they're not choosing to use their Spirit Leech on the Lord there. Oh, there go the last of them. See if Voldar's Raiders can survive. They may end up going the way of the Dodo as well. Oh yeah, your mage stands absolutely zero chance in a fight. Especially when we drop the Runic Negation on. Ward save for everyone. Oh, where are you going? We've got one for you too. Crossbows flying in. That looks like a win to me. Although, who's left fighting? This singular exalted hero.
Strike out!
You know what? Let's get the line reorganized, because I think we may have a bunch more on the way. Those Dragon Ogre Shaggoth as well.
We demand blood! Move!
This war isn't over yet.
Speak my lord's will for the ancestor gods!
You guys deal with that, you guys deal with these guys, and we should have no trouble mopping the rest of this up.
Pick your targets well! Yes!
You fight the exalted hero. You guys just run for your lives.
Fire! Reload! Fire!
Yep, must kill the Summoners of Rage.
To the colours and core! Defiant and unbound!
We can do a bit more melee attack for everyone involved here. We're about to need it. We're about to need it.
For the ancestors!
Luckily, we have so many projectiles flying at him that now there's just nothing. Ooh, okay, that's enough. That's enough. No more. No more friendly fire. Stop it. We win. Quit. The audacity. All right, now we'll chase them down, and I will catch you all in a moment. That's a heroic victory. We shake our fist angrily at the decadent host. Did lose some brave dwarf warriors there, but we will grab this rune of battle and hand it on off to anyone else. Probably these raiders. They stood in the front line with like 6 men the entire battle like champions. Got 0 kills themselves, but they did all of the work. And that gets rid of this army. Guaranteed they will be back. We didn't manage to hunt down all of them. Only 4 of the Dragon Ogres survived. We would have loved to get more, but we will make do with what we've got. Happily drink to victory. We've got plenty of casks to break open. Let's get that going. Queen dethroned. It's no small feat to vanquish the Gore Queen. Shield Maiden of Corn. Very definition of a worthy adversary. Yeah, well, she thought. We gained 4 melee attack and 20 more armor piercing.
Vengeful Runelord!
Well, now hopefully we'll get to do some replenishing. For our Vengeful Rune Lord, we shall give him some Dawi firepower. Quarrelers, Thunderers, Rangers, Iron Drakes, and Gyrocopters. That was for the cannons, though. Which do we have more of? 2 cannons, none of them in gold, except for the bombards there. We've got a lot more gold chevron Thunderers. Let's get that going first.
Yes.
That'll be firepower. And then for our Thane, who has just been an absolute champion, we can give him a bit more armor. Yeah, a bit more armor. It's too bad the Stoneheart doesn't also get the defeat trait for the Lord, since he was the one that was actively doing battle with her. That's fine, though. Stinner, you're entirely fine where you're at. We'd love to get you some more troops, though. So in global, we want those rivet guns. I kind of want some rivet guns. You can also get a Juggernaut with the bolt throwers. I'm just not the biggest fan of bolt throwers myself, so will not be prioritizing that. Lost a unit of normal warriors. I don't really want to replace them with long beards, even though we definitely could. Rivet guns have... Well, these are steam drills, not rivet guns. I'm a big old dum-dum. Okay, fair enough. In that case, what is it that we want for this army, then? We currently have the cannons, which are decent for anti-large, and our bombards blend up infantry blobs. That's a really good question. I think we'll just go for more Thunderers, then. Thunderers also give us access to more Caltrops. We can kind of have a line of Thunderer, and that's what I was going to try to build with some of the other teams. We'll slowly kind of phase out our Warriors, and then replace them with Thunderers. So, just a single unit for now, since we're a little bit poor.
How can I help?
This has been way more time than we should have debating on that one. Let's swing on in, see if anyone else gets some movement.
Summon me.
I think he's already used all yours, yeah. Unfortunate. Any money to spend real quick. The Great Arena, we can upgrade the Trinket Maker. And the Clawed Coast, we could give it the Watch Room when able. Probably pretty important. Grab the Tinkerer's Shop for now, then. Get our overall income increasing steadily.
A challenge?
Take what
Nah, no challenge.
Sigma's whip.
We'll be over there momentarily.
Cain's bride.
Harganath would like to stop our war, and so would the Hmong. Yeah, you wish. We've only just defeated your armies. We can't let you rebuild. We have to send our forces up north and sack and destroy at least one of these settlements and let them rebuild from scratch.
Your death will be remembered in another of my glorious
Is it time to beg for peace already? Oh, indeed it is. Here's when we say no and they attack us. Go. Oh, coward. Okay, so the Hmong have moved on Harkaldra. Sadly for them, though, the auto-resolve is going to let us have this one. So, Bearwin, nice try. Better luck next time. We will drink to victory. We've got root beer for days. Tunneler the Grombrindal. Thought we already were. Nordlet has moved. And Bearwin the Grouger has been crushed. Fair enough.
I am the
Alright, Grombrindal, let's say you getting in behind the Palace of Ruin here and doing some damage.
attack.
Wow, we have beat them so bad so many times, the auto-resolve is going to be a bully to Harganath. You know what? We will too. We've defeated the Dark Elves many times on many fronts. We'll come back over and maybe beat the Hmong. Sack the settlement. Reduce its overall level and everything else. We'll get a better battle ahead. I promise. Yeah, they've decided to run. We're not going to gain or claim any of these red uninhabitable Chaos Waste settlements. We could honestly hand those off to Ilario and let her deal with them. I just don't want all the negative bonuses that come with that.
Aye.
Alright, Grombrindal. It might be finally time. Probably grab the White Dwarf's Call, give us more global recruitment. We're about to have enough income where we're doing real good. Probably a good time to grab another army. Grab the Deadly Onslaught as well. Corruption, not so worried about being cleansed, because up here in the Chaos Waste, you take corruption or damage no matter what. No matter if the corruption is all the way down to 0, which it currently is, you still take damage. We got 17,000 gold. I'd like to get some money spent. Takes 4 population points to take this up to a dwarf hold. So instead, we'll go over here to the black pillar. Take that one up to tier 3. We can upgrade the cinnabar mine here all the way up to tier 3 as well. Gives us even more uses of the miners below. It's a 2-part increase to our economy and defenses. At Throcto, how close are we to getting up to tier 5? We are so close. And by so close, I mean 14 turns. And the dwarves, they repopulate very slowly. Let's take the gunsmith's forge all the way up to a foundry, which it looks incredible. This will give us access to the thunder cannon, pretty much everything else. The organ guns, sappers, iron drakes with the grudge rakers and everything else. There's so many units on there, it's impossible for me to actually move through there. We got the troll hammer torpedoes. Maybe we can do some serious upgrading. Foundry it is. Toolmakers Guild Hall we can get as well pretty soon. I think we also want the trading depot. And which of these are we missing? I think we actually have all of them now. So we could instead grab perhaps the Hall of Oaths. We are missing a Hall of Oaths, and this would allow our Thanes to be stronger faction-wide. Thanes and heroes both. I think that's the one we want, yeah. Come on over and grab ourselves a Hall of Oaths. And then throw in the Toolmakers Guild as well. Get the main settlement looking nice.
Armed and ready.
We have anyone else nearby? Alden is down here about to crush the poor fool that is Katep.
My axe thirsts
How far can
for
we move?
war.
And March Dance.
Throng agrees.
Actually, the same exact amount.
By the grudge bearer's will.
Kind of what I was hoping for. We could jump over here and steal Katep's salt.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
Oh, poor Griswold.
Yes, laddie.
You'll catch up eventually, bud.
Grease those axles.
Where else do we want to spend our hard-earned gold? Huggrafe has 9 turns before it goes up to the next tier. I think we'll probably just let that go. Then we'll keep saving. We get nothing extra for the Baker's Guild Hall. There's no research or anything that's associated with that. So we'll wait. I think we'll grab the Toolmaker's Workshop over here. And then grab some more heroes. I just want to take a look at who gets hired at higher. So 2 points for the Thane there. We may just want to wait for the Hall of Oaths to go in to get another Thane. Can't do any recruiting there. What about the Gorge? Runesmith at tier 1 and a Master Engineer at tier 5. King Lun Death Dealer. Got the ancestral blood of Valaya. Ancestral blood of Grimnir or Confident. Grimnir gives you the physical resistance and more combat stats, and Valaya drops hero action success chance for enemies. I think we'll go for Valaya. King Lun, welcome.
Master Engineer at your service.
You have a glorious beard, sir. And King Lun, let's grab boost income and mobility to start. Max both of those out since he's not in an army just yet. Himself a great big hammer. Warhammer, if you will. How long till the Rune Forge goes in? It's going to be a little bit. I would like another Runesmith. Just kind of running around. Although the Master Engineers allow us to steal tech. So, instead, let's grab the Grimnir one. Mr. Furrowbrow.
At your service.
Grab him the boost income and steal technology. We'll let him run out and start being a bit of a secrets thief. Who has a move?
Lord.
Iron Forge. Well, Iron Forge, I think we're going to, again, like I said before, keep you with nothing for now, and we'll have you start moving up north into the Chaos Wastes.
If you say so, Beedling.
I do say so.
Setting off.
I'm not concerned, even in March Dance. They've got nothing up here that can take on 6 or 4 breaker cannons. We're perfectly safe. We'll just get up here into the Glacier encampment, destroy that, and set them back to the Stone Age. Building upgrade at Shagrath. Yeah, we'll put it in the Dwarf.
Aye up.
Does that count as chaos? It does. Gross. Special importance to Sludnash. And the Shard Bastion is also chaos. Well, maybe we hand Shagrath off to one of the High Elves then. I don't think I want it. We only want these happy, nice, suitable climate. So here's the problem is we're going to start having a territorial dispute with the Elves. Unless we start striking across the sea and hitting the Norscan areas now, so we can start taking Norska. Bellakorov's over here as well. That could be our next point. We just want to have good defenses up at Shagrath so we don't have to deal with all of the invasions from the nastiness that is Slanesh. They just want to pet your beard. It gets real weird real quick. Technology researched, artillery engineers soon found that the benefit of keeping certain parts modular allowed for improvements in the manufacturing process. Upkeep -5% and recruitment cost -5% for our artillery. We're now working on field engineers. Savage Blow is once again available, so many conflicts are won or lost on the strength of the first vicious charge. That's very true. And L'Oreal is bringing the might of... They are destroying Katep. That does make me concerned, because once Katep falls, who is her target afterwards? We don't want to make sure we actually do get involved with this conflict before too long, so we get some credit. Got a door outpost there, so we can actually put in some walls. And you know what? We'll throw in the Baker's Guild House here. It may not give us that much of a buff, but it's enough where it will speed us along to the next tier faster.
Refused.
We'll sit right outside his walls and be spooky.
The dwarfs need
Grombrindal.
I'll see it done.
We may just have you walk over in camp stance. But I would kind of prefer to have him back dealing with something else besides the Dark Elves that are very weakened by this point. We'll just march stance down past Clark. You know, we will go ahead and take a peace treaty with Crone. We'll drain all of the gold you have and propose that offer. Fine. Fine. Stay up in the north and be grumpy. That's going to make L'Oreal mad, but she can surely understand siphoning the gold from enemies. Let's upgrade Quark so we can put in some walls there. Keep our northern outpost safe. Thrawn can use some better walls. The Great Arena can use a toolmaker's workshop. I do believe that as well.
My anger burns bright.
Alright, Spinner. Let's get you some more Thunderers. Or I guess better yet, we could wait, because now we have all of these other units that are quite a bit scarier. Juggernauts with cannons. Sappers I am way more interested in, because these guys can drop off a volley gun. Actually, they can drop off a lot more than just a volley gun. They've got, I think, one of each of these. Bolt thrower, organ gun, volley gun, caltrops, proximity mines, and repair whatever constructs are nearby. I mean, these sappers seem pretty good to me. We also have the Iron Thunderers, which are elite Thunderers and have a ton more armor. Some crank guns. Yeah, tough call, but I think we're going to save our gold. We'll keep the Thunderers we currently have, because there's no reason to get rid of them. Let's get rid of these Dwarf Warriors, though, because they are unnecessary. And when we have some more gold, I think Spinner she'll be the first to start getting some more interesting units, since at least Grombrindal's up in the north still.
Rudlot.
Alright, you. Get you out of the town just a ways.
I'll cast the runes.
Start getting this Slanesh corruption negated a bit. We will upgrade Shagrath. Drops corruption. Gives us walls. I think we will. Allows our border settlement to be a little bit more defensive. King Lun, I want you to join up with Grombrindal.
Moving forwards.
He's already got a runesmith. We'll probably go ahead and get rid of one of these other Longbeards now and replace him with the engineer. Our Thunderers will be upgraded with Iron Thunderers. Probably remove both of our Rangers, since that's just not looking to be something that Grombrindal's going to use. Glinthammer torpedoes sound nice.
It is time.
Arak Foroberu. Send you south. Start seeing what's going on with the lizards, who look to be either destroyed or controlled by Tyrion. Wow, the High Elves are doing very well. The Tyrion Alariel show, and soon she'll just be one of them. I think that's when the Great War against the Elves is going to kick off, and that's going to be a nightmare. All right, well, let's get down south. That we were at least able to see what's going on down here.
Sure enough.
He's moving. Take a look at our diplomacy real quick. Make sure we have friends moving along. No.
Duty is purpose.
If we're asking, you fighting anyone we don't like? Nah, you're not.
I will hear you. I promise no
But he
more
said heal.
than that.
You can't
Tor
promise
Everest
that.
expects.
That's
What?
fine. Tor of Rest can expect whatever it wants.
Yes. Anad.
Yeah, now we are working our way downtown.
Speak.
We could get a peace treaty with the Hmong. They wish. Keep that 2,000 and we'll save it for the next turn. You can't convince me to buy an outpost. Well, hang on now. Yeah, they can. That's an outpost for Alariel.
Bids you greetings.
Oh, for Nordland. Never mind. Yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and give the turn then. Alright, the turn's ours again, and the Sword of Cain has been claimed by Alistar, huh? I don't know if you want to do that, bud. I think unfortunately we're going to have to get another battle against the Bone Bros instead of, oh, declare a war. How long has it been since we've been at war with you?
To visit the realm of the souls.
No, we don't call our allies to help.
You would return.
What are you talking about over there? Your raspy self. Let's see if we can offer to join the Heralds of Ariel in their
Twin
war.
defenders of the we speak as one, and the forest speaks through us.
Mm-hmm. I will join your war with the Exiles. And you will give me nothing for it. Fair enough, we'll offer, just give me some money.
If we must.
We drive a hard bargain. We're joining your war, you goob. Alright, Alden. We got some bones to break.
To battle.
Oh, well, that's not a battle. Sadness. How on earth would the Wrath of Thunder be killed? Speaking of sadness, good grief. Alright, we'll let the bullying commence. Let's bring the Thunder Barge over. This is going to be one where I have to get in way closer because the water is going to be real glitchy, isn't it? Oh, it's a bit unfortunate. Don't look at this water over here, otherwise it's going to break people's eyes. Let's go ahead and grab our team of hardened killers. Have our breaker cannons up front.
For the ancestors!
We're gonna be real disrespectful with this battle here.
I am the ranking lord! I!
The Norgrimlings can hang out in the middle here. Have all the other dwarf warriors defending behind. I don't even really need them moving up. I just need to make sure the enemy isn't able to use their Shabti to bully us.
The clans unite!
Let's grab our two Thunderers, we'll put them up.
Iron breakers!
Iron Breakers, you guys can go hang out in front over here. That works for me instead. Then our Thunderers can kind of move up on this side. Whereas the Dragonfire Path can hide behind.
Iron drakes! Dathon!
Alright, let's bully some poor Bone Bros.
Iron breakers!
They declared war on us first. We are just getting revenge. And let the canister shot commence. Let's let the Rangers go wide there.
It is a reckoning!
Oh yes. Just bowl them over like they are nothing.
We will have vengeance!
Go ahead and just let you guys put down your caltrops where you're at. Yeah, move them up just a little bit there.
For the callous anchor! I Iron Drakes!
Give him a bit of cover. We'll go ahead and let you broadside the brakes off of these archers. Alright, those archers are done. Go ahead and switch targets. You go get their boss.
Ready to strike!
Blast away at whoever you are currently.
Is ours!
Let's let you guys rotate around behind these poor fools.
Kill
Bring the Norgremlings in. Go ahead and have everyone else move forward so they can actually defend when those who shopped you do arrive. They're actually getting shots on them. Oi, the audacity. Give him another broadside.
Shadow bomber! Charge!
We'll fly over the top here and hit him with the cannons, and that should be the end. And they got them with some explosives. Fly over the top, drop some bombs.
Will do!
Boom. Boom.
Plow through!
Any survivors. We'll see if we can break them before the Ushabti can come in.
Go!
You guys hit them with another volley yourselves. We should break them
Away!
before they even get their summon. Run!
Encore! Take aim!
Obliterate this group. Alright, that breaks them through their healing. They still got some good damage in just because of the way armor piercing and anti-infantry works, but victory all the same. And because that was more bullying than a battle, we will go ahead and... Well, I mean, I think we'll still sack the settlement for the Oath Gold.
Summon me.
And then we'll take the Spire, because I don't actually believe we have any salt yet, so we will occupy that right up.
My axe thirsts
And now we will
for
add
more.
salt to our overall resource pile there.
Agreed.
Wait, let's get Herok moving on down south still. We'll have him exploring, making sure nothing's going on down there. The Sisters of Twilight are actually probably going to beat us to Cleric Spire. I was going to say we need one more battle here before we end the episode. One more proper battle that's not bullying. Lot of elven forces running around. And they may just randomly declare war on us and break deals, kind of like Nagaroth did. So we want to be wary of such. If it happens, I think we can fight them off. We would just take some casualties, of course, to start. Let's upgrade the... Well, actually, let's not. Let's get better troops. Where was that at? Monoliths? No.
How can I help?
I think I would almost rather upgrade Grombrindal's force than anyone else first, so
Our enemy
put him in
shall
normal
tremble.
stance. Kind of has to be in Black Pillar.
Don't you fret, it's done.
Ah. We found a workaround.
Strolling.
Through the pillar.
I'll cast the runes.
Spinner. We could give you some global recruitment. We could kind of mix it up. We could do two of each. We could do the Glint Hammer torpedoes and anti-infantry parallel to the Troll Hammers. They fire a canister shot that explodes a distance from enemies 20 meters from enemies. Only effective when kept at outer half of their effective range. Interesting. Well, why wouldn't I just want crank gunners? Riddle me this, Batman. We definitely want a team of sappers. And we'll try out some Iron Thunderers. Get rid of these normal Thunderers after I just said I wouldn't. Leave him where he's at for now. We are in no threat from Sigvald.
I'm here.
Grombrindal will come on down. These Thunderers unfortunately have the gold chevrons, so this is a bit of a waste.
One back.
But we'll kick them on out. As sad as it makes me. See you later, guys. I'll actually make sure how many. I know how many I can actually recruit. They cost 1,400. I think I can recruit both. Might just want the sappers in this group too. I mean, we're gonna definitely be replacing our grudge throwers with some of those crazy cannons we were getting access to now. Yeah, okay. We'll get rid of both of these Thunderers here. And then we will grab some sappers for this team, and then the Iron Thunderers, just because it takes 2 turns instead of the full 4 for the crank gunners. We will grab crank guns, but don't want to sit there for 4 turns when there's so many giant elven armies So close to our borders.
Lord of
Maka has run on and decided to yell at me. What's good, Maka? I'm recording. Don't you shout at me right now? I'm gonna hang on right now, deal with Maka, and I'll be right back for one more battle. And we're back. None of the cats have any issues coming in and loudly telling me that I am paying too much attention to the recording and not enough to them.
Also,
So, with some pets and some treats later, they have been subdued, and I am back to recording. Unfortunately, the monks have really not built up too much here. We would not lose any to the auto-resolve, but I promised one more battle, so we'll have one more battle against the Hmong here, and that will be it for today's episode. Let's get them! Alright then, so reinforcements are coming in from the other side here, and this is going to be another one of those where we don't have a lot of good firing angles, just because of the way of the mountains. So let's instead set up our breaker cannon that are going to be vanguard deployed. We can put them all the way over here. Just blast them as they walk in. It's a lot of chaff, though. Alternatively, over here, we would not have any good shots on the enemy. So we may elect to just throw in our artillery teams. Tough call. We can put them over here. Problem is, there's not a lot of shooting angles. Alright, so 4 breaker cannons. We'll grab the U2.
the clans unite!
Run through the trees here and have no trouble.
For the ancestors!
Interesting. I mean, I don't want to sit back and wait on them to come to me. Because of the way the terrain is, our cannons are way less effective than they could be. I will go ahead and choose to then deploy
It is a reckoning!
on top of this hill, I think. We'll have to take the issue of them being able to charge through the woods. Hopefully we can hit some canister shot on them as they move through there. We'll grab you two, put you out across.
Powder charged! Ready!
Out as so. We'll pull them back so they're not
They
taking
have
any friendly
wronged
fire.
us. The runes glow!
Long drawing Slayer Pirates out on the side there to keep them protected. I'll make them all one group.
Slayers!
Put the bombards up basically as far as we can.
Ready to serve! We fight
Add them
your
with the bolt
command
throwers, put them in
for
the
the
canister shot
ancestor
mode.
gods.
And the bolt throwers are going to be borderline useless unless we move them over. So let's get them back in the back so they can actually be either moved or just kind of set up and fire. And then we'll have 2 Dwarf Warrior teams, each defending our other artillery. So you guys can be in the woods there. And then you two can kind of be off to the side. Bit of an interesting setup we've got going. Alright, we'll grab yourself, bring you on over with your Grudge Breaker. No one should be able to get close. Runesmith, bring him on over with this other team of bombards and the defender himself. Let's get going. Alright, so bolt throwers, you guys need to come on over. And actually set up where you can fire.
Come on, Dwarf Warriors!
Send these Dwarf Warriors up a bit there.
Range fire!
Runesmith as well. I'm perfectly fine leaving the boys here and letting what we have here fight.
At your command!
Unless they decide to move everyone over all at the same direction.
No shoddy contraptions here. Barracks ready!
And rotate our cannons just a bit there.
Let the vengeance begin! For the cannons
Bring the
and
Grudge
gore!
Raker forward a bit. We'll have these guys go ahead and fortify up once they are in position.
Vengeance!
Alright, here come the Marauder Horsemen.
Rules of spellbreaking! The
Not doing a good job dealing with them. Definitely don't fire on them now, then.
Vengeance begin! Barracks ready! Dwarf Warrior!
Trying to just charge through. It's not going to really work out for them at all.
Go!
where you're at then.
Short order.
You go ahead and
By the
set our
gills
breaker
of
cannons up, which are
Dwarf.
none of them in breaker cannon form.
We fire on your command.
You guys keep the high ground there. You shoot anything that moves through these woods.
Shield bearers, ho!
Should be able to hand out some more ammunition to these. Scepter of Stone. Sounds good on these fools that are just dirling around. Chase them off. You guys kind of hang out, wait for them to come on back. Scepter of Stone isn't doing great damage there, but that Marauder Chieftain's going to be a problem. Let's give these guys a bit more melee attack and speed and just charge them in. Bolt throwers, let's go ahead and blast apart. Check for Marauder Horsemen here. You get them. Continue shooting at whoever you're shooting on.
We fire on your command.
Bring the long drongs up. You guys need to come over. You may think you'll win this fight, but he's got a hammer to go with that shotgun. Blasting into that group there, breaking them pretty much on the spot. Tear this group here apart. The Marauder Chieftain has broken. Die, Dwarf, he says. And the Norskins fall. Our line of gunpowder and steel was too much. Yeah, the unarmored Norskins just get obliterated by breaker shot. It's incredible to watch. That is the victory. We should end the battle before we lose too many more to friendly fire. Another decisive victory over the poor innocent Hmong. 3,000 from the sack. We'll go ahead and take it. Take it. Arathor is destroyed. We can start working our way back towards home territory. Can't quite make it, I don't think, even in March. Oh, we can. Perfect. Best possible scenario. We can teleport right through the wall there. Got extra gold. Hmong have been shattered. Beautiful. We'll end things off by forcing them to give us peace and some money.
It ends here. We'll spill your blood.
Are you sure about that?
Okay.
Fair enough. And with that, a peace treaty. Lovely negotiations. I am out of time for today. I've been Space Wizard Total War. Remember, leave a like for the like god, a sub for the sub phone, and I will see you all in the next one.